Founded in 1682 by William Penn, Europeans first settled in Pennsylvania in 1637, although several tribes of indigenous people occupied the land for centuries before this. Pivotal in the French and Indian Wars, the 7 Years' War, the American Revolution, and the United States Civil War, it is no surprise that with such a rich history, our state has developed a culture that is distinctive and multifaceted. Full of legends and real-life heroes who risked everything for their beliefs, today Pennsylvania retains strong elements of folk culture developed by a combination of ideologies practiced by the varied ethnicities of original settlers, Native Americans, and shared experiences. Legends and lore passed down over centuries reveal philosophies that are as superstitious as they are religious and even scientific, resulting in a microculture found nowhere else. You are listening to Pennsylvania Life, Legends, and Lore, where we believe that behind every great story, there is a nugget of truth. In each episode, your hosts, Ethan and Holly, will attempt to uncover that truth and preserve a part of our incredible Pennsylvanian lifestyle.
Hey everybody, and welcome back to Pennsylvania Life, Legends, and Lore. We are continuing our staff stories today with Josh Troup. And Josh, do you want to tell us what you do here at the agency and how long you've been at the agency?
Sure. I started at the agency in 2006 after I graduated from college, and I'm one of the owners here. I do HR, I do IT, I do accounting, basically a general office manager type role here.
A little bit of everything.
A little bit of everything.
And he is also my brother. Fun fact.
That is true.
It's your brother, our researcher Meag.
Josh's wife. And are you really the IT guy? Because really, you just walk into the room and all the people's problems go away. Usually.
That is true. That's actually kind of a myth about
there you go.
Me.
Yes.
It's kind of known, I guess, that if I walk next to someone's computer, it will fix itself.
Just fixes it.
It just
Without even touching
the problem goes away.
All problems go away.
It's magical.
Mm-hmm.
So what are your favorite hobbies and pastimes?
You two could talk about this stuff for probably a really long time.
Yep, probably.
Probably. There's a few. The main one I would say would be like hunting and shooting, outdoor sports, that kind of stuff. I really enjoy going and sitting in a tree, whether I see anything or not. It's very peaceful out there. So that's one of them. And then the other, I'm pretty involved in my church with music. So I really enjoy playing music and leading worship at church.
Hunting and shooting, it's what the world revolves around in the Troup household.
Yeah, what the Troup world revolves around.
Yeah, exactly.
Although I don't get it, but that's okay.
I'm actually going to a pistol shoot this weekend. Looking forward to that.
Yeah, I was supposed to ask you about that. There's one this weekend and next weekend.
Oh, Lord.
Oops.
Whatever. Do your hobbies.
We can talk about this off of the podcast.
Sorry for getting you in trouble, Ethan.
I'm not going to be in trouble. I'm never in trouble.
No, never.
What is the last TV show you binged and loved?
We've watched a lot lately, but I would say probably the last one that we actually binged was Vikings. And
Vikings?
Yes,
I've never
Vikings.
heard of that one.
I have not watched that yet.
It's pretty cool. It was a good one. That's got a lot of seasons. Actually, I don't know that we ever really finished it, but we did.
We did. You were asleep.
I was asleep. So binging.
So Meg finished it. Josh did not.
I kept trying to touch you. I knew you would do that.
Yeah, fun fact, watching TV for me is more like I watch the beginning and then I fall asleep. Because it's just...
So Meg binge watched it.
Once I sit down, I'm pretty well out.
So Josh may not have a ton of pet peeves, but one of mine is I will notice he's falling asleep and I will shake him and be like, "Hey, you're falling asleep. If you're that tired, we can turn it off and go to bed. It's fine." No, I'm not asleep. I'm fine. And I'll finally,
Yeah, he doesn't know that you finished it.
and then I finally am just like, what's the last thing that happened? And he gets this like little look like,
I don't
like,
Maybe I was sleeping. I don't know. Maybe it's...
I'm like returning it off because I can't stand having to rewind it.
Right, you're like, I don't want to watch it again.
What I've already seen
Right.
again. Because some of it's like, I mean, it was really good, but some of it's a little like, oh, like Vikings, man, they were crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So where do you watch that one at? What's it on?
That one was on Amazon Prime Video.
Okay.
Let's do this.
I haven't heard of that one.
You haven't heard of that one?
Maybe if I.
And you said there's a bunch of seasons?
There are a lot of seasons. It was good for me. It was good at the beginning, and then it kind of as it went on, it
But you
lost
were
my
invested.
interest. But I was invested at that point. I was like, we have to watch it. The other one that was like that was The Walking Dead.
Walking Dead, yeah.
Walking Dead was. I mean, that was one of my favorite ones. I really looked forward to
So
watching
good
that.
in the
But
beginning.
then it just got. Yeah.
As soon as Glenn got killed off, I stopped
Yeah.
watching.
It just got really gruesome.
Really gruesome.
Like
and dark.
almost
Yeah.
like hard, like
It was hard to
nauseating.
watch, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That one
Yeah.
got rough. And it just kept going and going and
yeah.
going.
And it's sort of like the same thing
Yeah.
happened. It's
Right.
just different people. It's
Right.
a different, like, then it's kind of like, okay.
Mhm.
Mhm.
And then the excitement became more about how gross we can get than
Right.
like what can we, like what.
It got pretty twisted.
Mhm.
Like,
Maybe if we keep plugging the Just Watch app, they'll sponsor us. So, fun fact: if you're on Just Watch, you can watch it on Prime Video, Hulu, and
hang
Disney
on, which one are you
Plus.
talking about?
Just Watch app for
No.
Vikings. Vikings. I'm
Okay,
sorry,
because
Vikings.
we were mixing our shows here. So
Yes.
this is Vikings. Now say it again.
Prime Video, Hulu, and Disney Plus. Oh, and Peacock.
Disney Plus.
Yes,
Disney Plus
if you
has
have
Vikings?
if you have the Hulu, Disney Plus, ESPN Plus bundle,
It is not.
So it must be
Kid
Hulu.
friendly.
it must be on Hulu.
No,
Yeah,
it's not kid friendly.
I think it
Not
is
kid-friendly.
referring to the Hulu portion of that bundle. So I'm sorry, Prime, Hulu, and Peacock Premium.
So the app only works as good as the user.
Yep, but you can still watch it those places.
All right, Josh, are you a night owl or an early bird?
So I mean, I would probably say that I'm a bit of a night owl. I don't like to wake up in the morning. However, after the conversation that we just had, I do tend to fall asleep at certain times in the night.
So you're not on Meg's level of
I'm
a
not,
night owl.
Right. So
Who can
Depends.
stay up till like 2 a.m. on a
Yeah.
regular basis. and-
3 sometimes.
yeah,
It's
no,
like
I end
function.
up kind of falling asleep sometime probably between 11 and 12 or so. That's
That's
about
late
my
for
that's
me.
about my cutoff. So
He takes
That's-
appetizers though.
I do.
The appetizer.
So if it's his night to put the kids down to bed, a lot of times like I'll be downstairs doing something and I'll just be listening and I can hear the snoring through the floor. I'm like, okay, I gotta go wake them up.
I love the
And it
appetizers.
gives
That's
them a little-
amazing.
It gives
Yeah.
them a little more juice for the night.
Yeah. 11 or 12 is late though. I would consider that a night owl. But again, you get up early for hunting.
Yes,
So
I
when
will.
you
I will
have
get
to
up
get
early
up-
for certain
You
things.
have to get up,
Yeah.
you will do it.
What's on your nightstand?
Ooh, let's have a game. You guess what's on his nightstand and Josh will tell you whether it's actually there or not.
Pistol.
Are we talking on or in?
In a safe or on top of your
In. Yes.
one. Apple Watch.
When it's not on my wrist.
Cell phone.
Yeah.
Bible.
Yep. There's
water
there-
bottle. Water cup.
I
Water
mean,
cup.
I usually do have a water cup. Yes. At
Bottle no
night.
cup. Yes, that I
At
remember
night.
from
Yeah.
when you used to live at home. I feel like I'm missing something.
You're missing two things.
Ooh.
Oh
Uh,
man, I'm so
Two
close.
things.
Not chapstick.
Not chapstick.
No, it's not chapstick.
Establish that.
A knife and a flashlight.
Yes.
Ooh, well, you're missing more than two things. I don't normally have a knife there, but I usually have a
Flashlight.
flashlight there. Yes, but there's still two things.
Photo of your family.
No.
Wow, now Josh just
Oh,
sounds
lamp.
like a really
Lamp. Obviously a lamp.
There is a lamp. That's one of them. Yeah. There's one more.
You do have a photo on there.
Glasses.
Well, okay, when I'm sleeping, yes, I do normally put my glasses
Okay.
there.
All right, Sam.
Have a baby
not-
monitor to
Ah,
look
the
into
baby
the
monitor.
kids' room while they're
The
sleeping.
baby monitor.
And you
So-
do have a photo there, or you used to, of us.
There
on
is
the
a photo
wedding day.
there. There's a photo there.
Look at that.
I just
Why?
forgot about the photo. I'm sorry.
Josh is back on the good list.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Okay.
So is it worse that he thought there wasn't one, or that he didn't know that it was there?
Well, Holly, I hate to tell you, this is what happens when you get married for almost 13 years.
Oh Lord,
Oh, wow.
They forget that they have photos of you.
you're just
Actually,
such a part
like,
of their life.
if I'm
they just
gonna
don't
be
even pay
honest,
attention.
I put the photo there.
So to
You
Josh's
don't have a photo of
defense-
me on your nightstand.
Because it won't fit on my nightstand because I have too much crap on my nightstand.
That's a valid point.
Do you have a favorite book or movie, and why is it your favorite?
So, I'm not much of a reader, but if I go back a few years to when I was in like middle school,
Just a few years.
just a few years, there was a book that caught my attention. It was Ender's Game. And they
Ender's
recently did a movie like a few years ago. Recently, it's probably in the past 10 years. But yeah, Ender's Game. It was some kind of space book, space movie.
Oh.
Kind of, it wasn't. It was a book, but it was. Yeah, I don't know what about it, but it actually caught my attention.
And they made it into a movie?
And they made it into a movie. Yeah, they
Is
did.
the movie good?
I don't remember.
Huh.
I don't remember. I probably fell asleep. So yeah, I don't remember, but the book was it caught my attention, and that usually doesn't it kept my attention. That usually doesn't happen with me with
Well,
books
it's
for
clearly
whatever
stuck
reason.
with
So,
you since
it
middle
did.
school.
Yeah, it did. It did. And as far as movies, it depends on the season, but definitely Christmas time, the best Christmas movie ever.
This is gonna start an argument.
Die Hard.
Oh,
It's not a Christmas movie.
Yes, it is.
It's not.
It is absolutely
movie.
100%. It's a Christmas movie.
does it happen during Christmas time? Does
That's
the movie take
not-
place during Christmas
That's
time?
not what makes it a Christmas
Yes,
movie.
it does.
No.
If a movie happens during Christmas time, it is a Christmas movie. They are having a Christmas party in the movie.
that doesn't
Yeah.
mean it's a Christmas movie.
100% means it's a Christmas movie.
It is the best. It is the best Christmas movie. So that's it. Our tradition, we usually, our family tradition, we decorate the tree. We watch Elf, which is the second best Christmas movie. While we are decorating the tree with the kids, and then after we get the kids to bed, then we watch the
Then
best
you watch
Christmas
Die Hard.
movie, which is Die Hard. So that's
I've
our
never actually
family's
seen
Christmas
Die
tradition
Hard.
here. So
So
I'm
you
sorry,
can't even
what?
argue that it's a Christmas movie.
I'm just saying that's not a Christmas movie.
I have the 5 movie box set
There's
of all
5?
all 5 Die
Mhm.
Hards.
Have
I'll
you
lend it
watched
to
all 5?
Ethan every
Multiple
Christmas.
times. Yeah, every Christmas.
Every Christmas.
Every Christmas you watch all 5.
Yes.
Just like every
Do they
single
all five
time
take place during
another Star Wars thing comes
Two.
out, we usually
No.
watch the whole thing
Not sure.
in
One or
order from start to finish over like however long it takes.
Which movies? I'm sorry.
Star Wars.
Oh yeah, you have to
Every
watch
time
this.
something new comes out, we'll watch them in chronological order. Yeah.
You made me watch the Star Wars movies in like a weekend.
This is how Josh knows I love him.
They're good.
That being
movies.
said, I usually sleep
didn't say
during
they
the end.
weren't.
So
Yeah.
I didn't say they weren't good movies.
Star Wars is good movies, good TV shows for the most part. Well, then are we gearing up to watch all of the films again? Because there's another one coming out.
what's coming out now?
The Ahsoka TV show is coming out.
The what?
Oh,
Yeah,
I don't know about that.
one of
I'm
the
not.
ladies in the TV shows.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm not that into it that I know what's coming. But then when
They
something
literally have
comes, it's like
advertised
okay,
it, like on Disney Plus, I believe.
all right.
I don't remember.
Where does that fit in the timeline?
I have no idea.
Okay, well, it's helpful.
Then you're not a true fan.
I don't know if they've said. I believe it
Okay.
falls in the timeline of
You're just gonna go with it.
No,
tell
I
you,
believe I do
since
know.
You don't know.
originals and sequels.
Okay, you could say anything, and I
In there with
I would,
in there with Mandalorian.
I would
We
probably
believe
believe you.
you.
Yeah.
Falls
Yeah.
in line with Mandalorian, wherever that falls. Not Christmas time. What's your favorite? Or is Star Wars your favorite?
Said Die Hard.
No,
Yeah,
Christmas
he
time
said
is
that
Die
is-
Hard.
He said Christmas time. He said
Boy,
it
I
depends
don't-
on the season.
I don't know.
But then why did
We
you
watched
say non-Christmas?
it's a lot of movies.
You always told me
Yeah,
like
what was his name?
Braveheart's
Braveheart.
good. That one's one of my favorite. Braveheart, The Patriot. Some of those those are really good, really good
Patriot's
movies.
really good. I
Yeah,
haven't seen it in a while.
yeah.
it's so sad though.
I haven't seen all of Braveheart.
You haven't seen all of Braveheart?
Nope.
Wow, it's a good one.
I
You should
don't-
watch it. I have that one too. If you wanna borrow it.
Probably.
Oh boy, so we get to
Stream
watch Die Hard and Braveheart.
And have you seen The Patriot?
I don't know that I have.
No, we're gonna watch that too.
It is really
I haven't
good.
seen a lot
It's
of
sad,
movies.
but it's really good. It's about the American Revolution.
It is very
Aim small, miss small.
It's got Mel Gibson and Heath Ledger in it. You really can't go wrong.
Okay. I'll suffer through
This
it.
is also the person who we're talking colleague here who has so the new Batman came out with Robert Pattinson, and I told her we should
It
watch
still blows my mind that that's who
it.
plays Batman in that
No.
movie.
Really good.
That doesn't
Yeah.
make sense.
No.
And did you think it was
Yeah.
good?
It was good. It was good. I was very impressed.
He's so
To-
shrimpy though.
It was good.
Very.
It was good.
It is a dark movie, but it is very.
I'm sorry.
It
No one does Batman better than Christian Bale.
I'm telling you, I have a list. Me and my buddies get in this argument all the time, nerding out a little bit here on our podcast, but very good. One of the best Batman actors that just watch it.
Surprisingly good.
But-
You don't anticipate him being
The
good.
glowy vampire.
But yeah,
would be-
it was good.
But out of that, I come to find out that Holly has not seen a single Batman movie up to that point.
Wow.
No 90s Batman, no our age that everybody except for me gets all excited about. Christian Bale Batman, none of them.
That's amazing. See that would kick off for Meg and I a movie marathon where I would make her watch them all in chronological order. That's
Yeah.
how this works.
I
So-
told her that.
That's how this
Yeah.
works.
So when we started dating, Josh was blown away by my lack of movie knowledge because I kind of grew up. We didn't watch any kind of TV on school nights, and there was a fairly rigid protocol for what could or could not be watched. We didn't like a lot of R-rated movies or anything like that. Even PG-13, my parents were very careful about in our house. And so and then stupid stuff like Dumb and Dumber. There's no way that would ever have found its way
That might
into
be
our
one of the
house.
best.
I
And
just
so,
found out my favorite movie.
and so,
It just hit you.
It just hit me, and yeah, you asked me non-Christmas movie. I'm sorry, I'm going
No,
off
it's
topic
okay.
here, but my favorite non-Christmas movie is Tommy Boy.
Oh,
that's
yeah.
right.
That one, that was just such an amazing movie. I love
is.
that movie.
And it still holds up.
I laugh so much; it holds up. Yep. And in college, my roommate and I, we would watch that movie over and over and over again. Loved it.
Nice.
But he made a list. I'm not sure if you still have it.
I'm not sure that.
But I don't think we made it all the way through it. But of all the movies I had to watch. And so that we had every time.
These are stipulations to date Josh. You have to all of these
every
movies.
time we met up, because we were long distance for a while, we'd at least check off one or two.
What is the most embarrassing moment of your life so far that you can share?
Why are you laughing?
I mean,
My wife is laughing.
I feel like she has one in mind.
So I have one that I can share.
I
So
can think of a couple.
you can think of a couple.
Yeah.
Probably not the one that I'm thinking of.
I think I'm thinking of the one you probably are.
So this goes back to college.
Nope.
No,
Not what I was
not the
thinking.
one you were thinking.
Wow, Josh,
So-
you must have embarrassed yourself a lot that they're just coming out.
Yeah, I know, right? So in college, I went to school in Rochester, New York, and we have snow a lot in Rochester, New York. And so me and at the time I was living in a townhouse with three other guys. In any case, we went to a diner for breakfast, and we're leaving that diner for breakfast. We had driven two different cars for whatever reason, and we were parked a good ways apart in the parking lot. So we get out and I attempted to throw a snowball at one of my roommates, and amazingly enough, I was able to get the snowball there because they were a good ways away. But in flight, my arm wasn't really that good. My aim wasn't that good, I should say, and I hit an old lady in the head. That was not in any way related to our group of people that was there. And her husband turned to me and was walking with me, and he came across that parking lot like he was gonna probably beat me up. But as he came across the parking lot, fortunately, I started heading their way and was apologizing. It felt so bad. I mean, it hit her right in the side of the head. And and I apologize. And by the time, apparently he felt that my apology was sincere, because by the time we kind of met in the parking lot, he was kind of chuckling about the whole thing, which I don't think his wife noticed. But yeah,
He
so
had to show her that he was defending her honor.
Yeah, I hit an old lady in the head with a snowball.
Oh my god!
And being that it was a good distance, I had thrown it pretty hard. So I'm glad she didn't get knocked over. She was fine. But that was probably one of the more embarrassing moments I've ever had.
Icy snow or was
it was a good. It wasn't fluffy. I mean, it was a decently packed snowball.
Right.
Yeah.
But there is
right. It wasn't frozen. No, it wasn't. It wasn't frozen or hard. I can the image of it hitting her head and exploding is still in my mind. But yeah, that would have been probably up there with the most embarrassing moments that I've ever had. So, was that the one you were thinking
Yes.
of? Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Oh my gosh, that's really funny.
Yeah.
I was thinking of when you shot Dad's truck.
Well, that did happen. That
doesn't seem like an embarrassing.
Maybe
thing.
less embarrassing
than hitting a
more.
level.
Yeah.
Crap.
Yeah,
That
takes the.
Yeah.
I guess it wouldn't be an embarrassing moment. But.
No, it was. It was an accident, but it was a learning experience.
Yeah. I guess it really wouldn't be.
Yeah.
Oh my.
So yeah, that was
the old lady takes the cake.
I feel like I'm just gonna randomly start laughing now, right? Like throughout this, just thinking about the snowball hitting this old lady.
I drilled her right in the side of
Did
the
she
head.
fall over?
She did not fall over. No, she did not fall over.
Oh.
No, but yeah, aim was not true that day.
You hit somebody, just not the right.
Not the right people.
How far off was she? Are we talking a couple feet? Like.
Well, I probably wouldn't have thrown a
20
snowball at someone if there was an old lady like even in eyesight. So obviously, like, I mean, it was way off. I don't know if I slipped in the parking lot and like, I don't know, like threw it as I was like slide. I don't know, but whatever. Yeah, it was a poor throw. It was a poor throw.
Tell us about the most influential people in your life and how they impacted you.
Yeah, I would say one of the most influential would have been Pap, Paul Sholley, our grandfather. He taught me a lot growing up, and I spent a lot of time with him, learning things. We spent a lot of time up in the mountains. We doing crazy things that everyone knows that Pap was famous for, all in the name of feeding deer and hunting and being able to bettering the hunting, right? Exactly. And it was a learning experience that taught me a lot of things that I wouldn't have had the opportunity to learn otherwise, rigging things up and making things work that maybe shouldn't work. So on top of that, he was a man of faith and lived out his faith very well, and that's a great influence as well in my life today. So
he was definitely a character.
Yes.
If you knew Pap or Paul, you definitely knew he had some quite interesting ideas. But yeah, what is a common myth about your job or field of expertise?
Yeah, we already kind of talked about that one. Kind of at the beginning that it's reached a mythological standing that literally, if I walk into a room, I deal with computers here a lot and the technical issues, and it never fails. Someone will be having a problem with their computer, and I walk into a room, and magically that problem stops working. Mm-hmm. Or stops being an issue. Stops being an issue. And I don't understand that.
But it happens all the time.
It happens all the time.
Yeah.
Enough that it's like kind of weird. Not that I believe I have an actual magical power, but whatever. It's
occasionally worked over the phone as well.
Yeah, it has. Someone calls me, and then all of a sudden, the problem's not there anymore. So
twice recently, like within the last.
It's just bizarre.
I think I've only seen you stumped one time where you haven't walked in with one of my problems, but yeah.
Most of the other time you just walk right in and it happnes like on a regular basis.
Yeah.
To the point where people are just going to ask you to come to their office for a second.
Can you just come stand by my computer
Right.
for a second?
Yep.
Sure.
If you could live anywhere in the world, where would it be?
I, much to my wife's...
I was going to say, this is probably very different from what Meg would say.
Much to my wife's disappointment, am very
It's
much
not the beach.
a homebody. And I don't know of anywhere I would rather live than here. I live in Mifflinburg and in the area, and I love the area. I grew up here, and as much as my wife would like to move to the beach or Paris or anywhere but here, this is...
Here is not horrible. It's just I don't like cold.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Josh just has to be willing to travel.
Yeah.
Well,
Which I do.
Yeah.
I do enjoy traveling.
this is why he will never take me anywhere warm and beachy with the kids, because he knows that if he did that, by the time we were done, I would have a job, I would have found a house, and I said, if you want to go hunting, it's a 3-hour flight from anywhere in the Caribbean back home, pretty much.
Done.
Done. And I can paint on the beach.
That's true.
Mm-hmm. But no, it is nice here. I just don't like the cold.
I like having the seasons. I like having.
Mhm.
I like the cold. I don't love winter. I like what happens at winter time hunting. But once hunting season is over, then I could be done with winter. But having the cold season makes me appreciate
I'm sorry.
the warm season.
Once hunting season is over, okay, you've got fall hunting season. You have like days between that and when the winter whatever rifle at the end of like right after Thanksgiving starts, and that goes to who knows when. And then you're prepping for spring gobbler, and then that happens, and then as soon as that's over, you're already talking about your next hunting trip in the fall and prepping for that. There is never a time that hunting stops in this family.
That's right.
That's
For a
accurate.
non-hunting season.
Like, am I wrong?
Hunting
No.
is life in this house.
There's also the Ohio situation
Yes.
where Ohio archery season runs from basically September through February. So there's always an opportunity to hunt in Ohio.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, it doesn't stop. There is
Summer.
all year is hunting season
Summer.
in some capacity.
Summer break.
yeah, we get break from hunting in summer, and that goes to shooting season. So in the summer it's shooting season.
Yes, in the summer. we go shooting.
What do you consider your greatest accomplishment?
I would say my greatest accomplishment, and it's not anything that I've actually completed so far, that we've actually completed so far, but our 2 kids. I've only had obviously a portion of that, but I absolutely love raising kids and love having 2 kids and watching them grow. And yeah,
So you need to replay that, what you just said, when you have like the tantrums next time.
right.
They are amazing.
Right. They're amazing. And
Mouthy little
yes.
frustrating balls
Yes.
of love.
Yes.
There's so many words.
It's
that
amazing
could
how you can
describe,
love something
but-
so much and get so frustrated
And of
with
course,
it.
they both look exactly like him.
Mm-hmm.
So that's awesome. Until Izzy opens her mouth, and then I'm like, oh, there I am. There I am. That little
Yeah.
mouthy thing right there. That's me.
Although she takes it to the extreme
She
sometimes.
does. She does. There's an element in there that is not from me. Thinking there's a little. I've heard some stories from the troops about other family members that may or may not be at this table, and some of the antics that have been pulled.
I have no idea who you're talking about.
So you can't get mad at Riley when she has.
I was going to say, if it
the
makes you feel better,
level-
we're paying for those mistakes as well.
the level of strong-willed children in our family is intense. They're
That would
all
definitely be how I would describe Riley and Izzy.
intense, yes. But they're gonna.
strong-willed, just strong-willed.
Yeah.
Like, holy cow.
But the other side to that coin is that they're not going to be lemmings, and they're going to be movers and shakers in this world.
Mm-hmm. Don't have to worry about them.
Mm-mm.
And then there's Matthias just on his hands and knees, crawling around like a puppy behind the other two. Just, okay, I'll go with it.
Although I do have to hand it to him, when he has enough, he just gets up and walks away.
He's like, all right, girls, I'm done.
I'm done.
He's so sweet, though. He is. He's like his dad.
Well, that was a good one. That was a good way to end, I believe.
Yeah.
So are we, anything else for Josh?
No,
He's shaking his head no, he's out.
This is not his comfort zone, for sure.
All right, well, as always, thanks everybody for listening, and tune in next time when we give you a little bit more information on our additional staff and continue to, listen to our podcast and give us any ideas or suggestions that you guys have that you would like to hear us talk about.
We'll catch you in the next one.
If you liked what you heard in this episode, be sure to follow Pennsylvania Life, Legends, and Lore on your preferred podcast platform to stay up to date on new content. Pennsylvania Life, Legends, and Lore is produced by Harv Productions, LLC.